I sometimes put my audio music or my anyways. First off, we'll kick off the stream. Hello, everybody. Hope you're doing well. It's currently 7:30 p.m. Central Time. It's a Monday. Happy Memorial Day for those in the U.S. I sometimes put my music on like, hey, go do whatever, whatever. And it within the first like 5 songs, it ends up being AI, which I don't appreciate very much at all. In fact, so let me go back to unknown. I wanted to really shake it up all that. But it seems like I cannot do that here. So we'll play something that we know and something that we like. Here we go. Okay. Oh, actually, let's do this. I like this. Okay. So yeah, once again, hope you're all doing well. We're gonna get started with our warm up, and then yeah, kind of the whole shebang, ordeal, all that stuff. So yeah, without any further ado, let's transition over here. Make sure our music, which is up. There we go. Don't know why it's always so buggy. But yeah, I should know why I'm the one who made it. So yeah, without any further ado, guys, let us get started with our warm up, and then we'll be doing our cylinders for the rest of this nice evening. So yeah, like I've said many a time before, not really much to report on today, and I don't think that's a horrible thing. I've just been thinking about cylinders all day, and as a matter of fact, I'm really like not obsessed with them. Actually, yeah, obsessed. Obsessed may be an okay word for it. I'm thinking about them a lot, just like how I can improve them, all that. I need to draw more casually during the day. I've been really obsessed with Minecraft. I need to slow down on that. My current mentality with drawing in my free time, it's a very brain-on activity. And I've convinced myself that when it comes to brain-on activities, I can't follow a brain-on activity with another one. So I usually spend most of my day, if I'm not playing games, coding. And that's all well and good, but that's very much a brain-on activity. And it causes a lot of stress, or not a lot of stress, but it's like, it's high octane, right? It's a lot of focus. And so when I go to drawing, I don't feel comfortable drawing when I'm not focused. Okay, ooh, yikes. Because then I scribble or I make mistakes, and that becomes undesirable. So I hold off and say, okay, well, I'm not focused right now, which is okay to some extent, but I feel like I'm just avoiding being uncomfortable when I draw. And so I need to make a better effort towards that. Other than that, it's just been a quiet, slow day. I'm okay with that. I didn't work on the YouTube combo chat today. I really need to get that ball rolling again. I definitely slowed down a lot after my personal website had to be made. But we shall return to it. Give it our best efforts. Also, people in Delano's server, man, they've been making such awesome art as of recent. Not that they don't typically do that, but like notably great stuff. Animations by Bear, art pieces by Dessen, Saf. Some things from Monkey here and there. Same thing with Sadie. Haven't seen too much Delano art as of recent, so I'm hoping to see some more. He has been getting quite busy. Ah, yikes. You slow down on my lines. Here, I'm also going to mess with something really quickly. There we are. Bit wobbly today. I need to turn my wrist a little bit more. That's the most recent revelation as to increasing the quality of my lines. Or at least stability, I should say. Definitely a plain kind of day. Decent day for ellipses, I guess. It's early to say it, but ah, I went a bit early. Made it a bit strange. That turned way too much. I knew that was gonna happen. Always smearing ink, huh? Oh, that middle line's gonna be so difficult to draw. The lines are steadily improving, but I'm still seeing some bowing and fraying. Actually, more so wobble right there rather than... A little bit of a dent right there, but it's fine. Oof. Oops. Really have no idea where this one was going. I just kind of drew it. One more plane and we'll call it for the warm-up. Cool. Good warm up. So, as you guys know, we're going to do a quick BRB, and then we're going to pull out our cylinders, and probably, hopefully, do 2 more. We've been kind of slow these past couple streams, which is fine. We're going to do it at our own pace, but I would like to get 2 done today. Not overload myself, that's why I've been only doing 1, is because we think, and we've been, talking a lot, about how to do them. So, we're going to calm down, we're going to slow down, we're going to do what we can. But first, we're going to start with a BRB, so BRB. Alrighty, we're back. Oh, make sure the YouTube end is good. Okay, cool. So yeah, without any further ado, actually more. There's going to be some ado. I have to get the page out, actually. Only it automatically did that for myself. This sounds bad, and I don't mean it, because I appreciate everyone, truly, from the most honest part of my heart. I appreciate everyone who has stopped by these streams and have made them what they are, have critiqued me, have helped me, have made jokes, have contributed, made everyone's day just a little bit better by being in chat, supporting this channel. But the more quiet streams, this sounds like cope, but I do like when streams get a little bit quiet. I know it's weird to say, because many YouTubers, their livelihood, and Twitch streamers, their livelihood is dependent on Twitch streams or their streams and the amount of viewers. But mine isn't, at least for right now. So the fact that I can feel comfortable with the turnout, and especially feel comfortable when it's empty, in fact, maybe even feel a tiny bit more comfortable than usual. That's awesome, and it makes me happy. So I hope we could say it like this, where I don't have to be pressured about who's in VC, who's in the chat, more so what I'm doing. And speaking of what I'm doing, let's do some cylinders. Let's see if I can wait. An idea. There we go. Look at that. I got it to stay. So yeah, we're going to be doing another cylinder today. We have our new methodology, our new approach for trying to divinate, to understand the minor and major axes placements, which I'm super excited to try out, continue applying. And yeah, so without any further ado, second time I've said that, technically third, right? Also, wait, can I make it so on end? Oh, it could switch scene, or it could play a message. Interesting. Anyways, cool. So we have a VP this way, and it looks like this one will, if I remember correctly, it doesn't converge on the page. I don't think, at least. Oh, does it? Does not. At least I don't think. That one converges very early. Meanwhile, this one, it's a bit off the page. Yeah, so we're going to assume it's down here, which means we probably won't be drawing it all the way. And I think it'd be best if we put a cylinder right here. I wish I had bigger pages. I really like drawing large. as tough as it is, right? And of course the correction lines going down here. I'm just trying to set it up so the correction lines, and then these are only going to take up so much room. So ironically, the place where I want the most room, I won't have much of, but we can still make it work right here. Hey, what's up, Penguin? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. Bit of a quieter one today. We're working on cylinders. How's it going on your end? How's your day going? Let's see. So if these are going to go right here, then we want our vanishing point to maybe go like this, just graze it. I think that'd be nice. It's gonna be another left-turned one. We also want it to be more foreshortened, so different degree. I like larger degrees now, or I want to try doing them more. But for now, we're not gonna worry about that. We're gonna worry about so we can see if we have edge of the box here. It's going down like this. Very left turned again. And make it a bit stubbier actually. So we're gonna do this, I think. You guys can't see what I'm doing, but let's see. This will graze that if we go like very foreshortened. So we'll aim it up a little bit more. Just gonna lock that one in. This right here. Something like that. Maybe a bit shorter, I don't know. I'm gonna extend this out a little bit. Does make it harder for bit wobbly. You know what? I was thinking it was too lazy. I don't like how lazy it was. I do like having lazy days from here and there, but I think it was just too lazy. Enough to the point where it makes me feel gross. And I don't like that. Make sure that this is 90 degrees. It definitely is. We'd even push it this direction a bit if we wanted. That could be fun. I would like to capitalize more on this space, so we'll do it right there. Plus, this one is very close to 90. That's decent. I kind of didn't ghost as much as I think I should have. So let's super foreshorten this. And like I said in the past, the theory is I start with the longer one and then worry about the shorter one. I lock at least one, and why I start with the longer one instead of the shorter, I don't know. I probably had a reason for it saying it then, but it's good to question my previous decisions. So we're going to super foreshorten this one. I'm just going to put a dot like right there, I guess. And now we want to make this a square. So if this one's super foreshortened, this one's going to be even more foreshortened. Heck, so foreshortened, it may even look like this. So we may want to start with the shorter one in these situations, the shorter line. Was that even crazy foreshortened? Yeah, it was pretty crazy foreshortened. Do I say foreshortened? Is it? I've heard people say it differently. And I've come to like, am I saying it wrong? Feels awfully long in this direction, so that means we need to move this one in just a tiny bit to compensate. And that feels rather square. Yeah, we'll do that. Start from the outside and then work in. I just hate fitting this into the page. trying to find an angle that's comfortable with me. It's kind of like relearning everything after I've switched to this new table. That's okay. I'm okay with that one. I always rush the second one. I don't know why. So let's slow down. Oof. Maybe a bit too long this way. Maybe I should start thinking in advance with how it'll look down there, but that's many steps ahead, and I'm not sure if I'm capable of such a thing. We'll see though. And this one we foreshortened a bit, but let's kind of go crazy here. Because yeah, this one's gonna be a pretty small degree, so let's not be afraid. Do we need to? We can keep it relatively tame, actually. Okay. Oh, I keep choking on my lines. It's been a new thing as of recent. Yo, what's up, Bear? How's tonight treating you? Hey, Bear, I saw the little animation thing you made. Was it this morning that I saw it? I was very delirious this morning. I got like really bad sleep, but I think I watched it while in bed. Amazing work. I really liked it. Ah, the VP's just off the page. I should have planned better for that. Oh, goodness. Oh, yeah, this is completely off. Thank God we double check that. Doesn't look like this is going to end up being a square, but we'll see. I have some hope. I forgot which one of these I chose. Was it the outer one? Oh. No, it was the middle one, I remember. Finally acquired my AirPods. I can hear huge. Bit of a quiet stream, not saying much. For once, Kavel's relatively quiet. Playing some Kolu to celebrate the calm vibes. Instead of breaking after, I think I'm going to break between each ellipse. A rare unyapping stream. Don't make me. I will yap. Don't get too comfortable. Oh yeah, speaking of yapping, I will say this now, Bear. I've completed a skeleton farm at my base. It is right next to my pond in the little cave. Like the underground path I have yet to finish. And I have a room next to it to put an enchanting table and everything. I just haven't gotten to that yet. I'm taking a break for today and probably tomorrow. My only request is try not to steal too many bones or arrows or the armor. But feel free to take whatever you need. Which is just XP. Just only take the XP. There's also a switch right next to it. I would recommend turning it off. So if the light is on, that means the lights are on downstairs and the skeletons won't spawn. So if you need to do that as well. And then some of my other friends on the server made a guardian farm. Did you use a tutorial? So actually, I always use a blueprint. There's a blueprint on Reddit I can send you. But I wanted to make it my own because I wanted to keep it inside the cave and it was a very limited space to work with. And I made it the wrong direction because I modified it. There, you'll see there's a new house. That house actually just serves as a way to hide some of the ugliness of the contraption. But I need to flip the skeleton farm 180. It's facing the wrong direction. And so there's a potential that some of the skeletons could get stuck. They haven't yet, but it's just a little nitpicky thing that has bothered me. But that's all, yeah. Pretty simple. They are one hit with a fist, except for the armored ones, of course. So you don't even need a sword. Now, I would recommend sword because you can do the sweep attack. Heck yeah. And Bear, every like 100 skeletons that you kill, you have to do a you have to draw 2 boxes. That's the deal. That's the requirement. $100 skeletons. 2 boxes. So 50 skeletons is 1 box. If I said 200, my bad. I said 100 first. I was like, 100's too many for just 1 box, so we'll do. And you have to count every single. No, I'm kidding. You have to. I'm going to audit the skeletons that you kill. I actually want to stop not play Minecraft at all tomorrow because I want to draw a lot. I have 2 ideas of things I want to draw. I've been bad about drawing in my free time. You don't have to. It's fine. Just like, you know, rough it. You'd be like, I've been killing a lot of skeletons. Let's do a box. Oh, goodness. Ay, ay, ay. I'm getting distracted. We need to slow down a bit. Hey, Bear, I'm not sure if you heard this because you were getting your AirPods, but very good work with the animation earlier. I'm not sure if that was earlier today or what. I watched it in bed this morning, um, and then like forgot to watch it when I was actually coherent. I was so out of it. I was so tired this morning. Quick sip of water. Ooh, ooh, something better than do it. Freaking do it, Bear. Let's see it, huh? Think you're so cool. You could do better. Okay, no. We'd love to see it though. It still is great. I've had this very specific idea for a while where I do a weekly walk cycle until the end of the year. Oof, that sounds like a lot of work, but it sounds very productive for animation skills. Would it be a different type of walk cycle or like different character or both? But that sounds like a very creative and challenging. It sounds doable, but it sounds mighty challenging. Definitely something you'd like need to pick out the characters and walk cycle types beforehand, you know? Yeah, I'm planning on making a whole curriculum again and picking certain characters and actions. Huge. Are you styling it off of anybody else's curriculums or have any inspiration for that? Yeah, sort of. Saw a YouTube channel that had a bunch of students work and they also did a bunch of walk cycles with different characters. Nice. Okay, game time, guys. Time to talk about this ellipse. We really mucked up the minor axis, which sucks, but we'll survive. I'm gonna kind of do it as if the minor axis was there, but that may be another thing just making my life harder. So remember, I'm parking my horse at your house. Hope you don't mind. I just threw my horse at like the side. Yeah, right before the cave, or maybe inside of the pond. I'll add like a horse parking station. um, but we know from yesterday that the true diameter of an ellipse chases the vanishing point. So the more foreshortened something is, the further the distance between the true diameter and the actual minor axis of the ellipse will be. And this also makes sense because look how small, or so if we horizontally or vertically, right? This contact point is much lower than this contact point, which means the major axis must be more to the left, because if this is symmetric about the major axis, which it is because it's an ellipse, ellipses can be flipped over their major and minor axes, then yeah, this point has to be further away. So we're looking at something probably like this. And it's just, look at this line. See this diagonal? It's just a little bit over 90 degrees. So we're going to be doing something that's going to be a bit tricky, actually. But yeah, so. And then the last time we learned that, like, curving, making the circle go around. I have a general idea of it. I just, that was freaking awesome. That was great. I'm really proud of that one. Heck yeah, guys. Let's do it. Frick yeah. Take a sip of water. We're going to take a bigger break because I rushed this one last time. That was a lot of ghosting. Was it ghosting for like a minute there? That was a lot. Bear said that she imagines a line on the page the other day, and I don't typically do that, but imagining the major axis right here actually helped me a lot. Now, sadly, it looks like my major axis is parallel with this diagonal, which is supposed to be a tiny bit to the right. So anti-parallel in that case, but it is not. Sucks. But whatever. I think that's mighty acceptable. I'm at the VP. How do I ban people again? Okay, there. Ban the bear mug. Bye-bye. Whoa, bear. Sorry, I'm being nosy and looking in the pets channel. Bunny rabbit, and then what is that one on the right? Is that a squirrel? That does not look like a squirrel though. Thought you did ban me. I don't think I'm that mean. Little bunny. You're winning on the animal pictures. I need to get ahead. I've been winning in the bug pictures, but yeah, I guess it's his tail's wet or something, and it very stubby arms. Oh yeah, I had the picture of Freya. That's her name, by the way, the cat. She's a bit chunky. She's a little bit chunky. It was not a caterpillar, actually. It was it's a larva. Specific, a larva for a type of fly called a elm sawfly. Elm sawfly, I think. Yeah, elm sawfly. If it's good, is it called a banana caterpillar? Banana caterpillar. That is a recipe. Oh, here's one. I don't know actually. Yeah, I mean, it's a great description of it. I like how it had those little dots, and some of them kind of look like the little eyes. I like that. Alrighty, let's hit this one. So I need to verify this, but I'm pretty sure that this one, the minor axis isn't, or the major and minor axes swap, and so it gets really stretched and wonky and twisted and evil. But we know that no matter what, this will run through the center of it. So, what happens? The Roadstone lamp thing is so smart. Yeah, I know. I'm so brilliant now. I always hate like having to do repairs and placing torches. And also it just gets laggy because I'm gonna stay at my base. So like I don't want to lag other players or make it so not as many mobs spawn for them because I'm hogging it all. So I'm feeling pretty confident with this one. In fact, I think it's such a large degree that the line that runs through the middle, which these ideally should be parallel. Yeah, they have to be. So these will have parallel axes, just some minor and major may swap at some point. I'm not sure what point they swap, but they do. Um yeah, Bear, I have a thing with my friends where I usually go to a server, build like 3 doohickeys, and then leave because I love redstone so much. I know the redstone land thing is crazy simple, but like what I'm planning to do is I'm going to make a 2x2 water elevator into my storage room with a 2x2 door that opens as you travel up it. So I can go in there with my horse, or like an underground stable. I think would be cool. Um, or something. Uh, I love making those. I love making zero tick stuff. The Observer is probably my favorite redstone thing at the moment. If you want any secret doors or really anything redstone, let me know. I love it. Okay, let's use a little bit of logic here. This is higher. Look at this. Yeah, look at this. So if we drew lines, okay. No, I'm not gonna rant. If we drew lines parallel to the minor axis, which this one is actually kind of parallel, you'll notice that this contact point is higher than this one. Same thing down here. These are pretty on par actually. Actually, this one's lower. Interesting. Because I was gonna say this would give credence towards the major minor axis being more on this side of the center than this side, which I'm still gonna stick to. But yeah, I want a redstone lamp in my imaginary lighthouse. Oh, I could do that easy. Yeah. In fact, I saw a really smart one the other day. However, you will have to supply me with the redstone lamps. I can do all the other redstone though. Let's go, guys. That was so good. Holy moly. Uh, the major axis is totally off, though. People link, please. I need to know how much space I need to set it up. I do not. It was a guy going through people's builds, and he was like, "This is not the correct." No, it was a guy looking at a Reddit post, I think, of someone's lighthouse build, and it was their first time doing redstone. And like, while unorthodox, it was actually a really intelligent design. My favorite thing about redstone, though, is working around the constraints of the existing build. Oh yikes! So if you just want to build your lighthouse, I can make craft up some examples in creative in a bit just to show you like how much room they could take. But if you want like a 4x4 lighthouse, so you have like I'm not going to describe it right now. Huge. I would call that very much a success. This is the only thing I'm hating on this page right now, which is a good upgrade. Take it once again another break. I know we're taking some time, but right. And then we'll get back to it. Cool. But yeah, I think I'm gonna redo. Actually, do I even need to redo the skeleton farm? Probably not. I think I'm gonna get books for the enchanting table there, and then actually sit down for a day and finish the path between our bases. Um, and then we'll see what comes after that. Probably min maxing, getting netherite after that. So I need to make a maybe all my animal farms will be underground. Huge, yeah, that'd be awesome. All I need there right now is just tons of sugarcane, which I've already been stealing from you. If you could get me 2.5 stacks of sugarcane, I can build it. And I'll put some complementary lapis down there as well, in the grindstone, and an ender chest. So yeah. And also, I just have tons of leather, so if you want your own set of bookshelves as well, I can make those too. So basically, every set of bookshelves needs 15 blocks, and that is about 2 stacks and 7 paper. But yeah, no, you're fine. I don't care. I'm rich. I'm ballin'. It's all that streamer money in Minecraft. This should have been foreshortened more. Okay, back to it. My only expectation, Bear, in Minecraft is that you make the coastline look awesome with whatever you build, which I have no doubt. Okay. Let's do a stubby one. Very low degree. We can make a VP land here. That's more than 90 degrees. Yep. Yep. You can see my papers are already getting like bent and stuff because all my sweat. Yeah. I'm just so nervous. Hee hee. Once we set up the box, I'm changing the song to something from Spiritfarer because I just want to listen to that song again. And plus, we've been really failing on our Friday listen to custom Kavel music. Or not my own music, but my favorite music. Or my favorite music that I typically wouldn't put on stream. What's up, Shrimp? What up, what up? Howdy, howdy. Howdy, howdy. Let's get rowdy. Sorry, TF2. Okay, so I said I wanted to really foreshorten this one. So ideally, the VP would be here. Oh, this is going to be a bit tough to shmanage. Here we go. Is this square? Oh god, these super foreshortened ones kill me. Okay, in Minecraft, I named my horse Monopoly, but like I need to change its name to Monopoly in parentheses the board game. I feel like that's a good name for a horse. Is it square? That is the question. Oh my gosh, my brain is like not doing this. I need to like step away for a second, then yeah. Kavel is creating a monopoly. I own everything. Everything is mine. Oh. Also, another thing I realized I need to do on the server is start expanding my base a bit. I want a nether portal room. And then some others. Yeah, we said we could try projecting this downwards. I don't know. This one's looking to be mighty strange. I'm worried that this one is a bit too long. So we could move it up a bit. Yeah, we'll do that. Uh-oh. Why am I doubling up in the line? I have a feeling it's not going to go the way I want it to. I feel like it's way too long. Hmm. Uh-huh. I don't really care for this one being too tall. We'll start with the longer edge. I like doing that. Let's push it in a little bit more, otherwise that one's going to be a bit parallel. This one. Take it or leave it. Oh, Bear, my only request actually for using the skeleton farm, other than drawing your boxes, is like get a good vine set up that hangs all the way into the ocean, because I keep trying to climb up there and I have to do like a little bit of parkour because I go fishing off that coast. That's like my only request, because I couldn't find like a nice rope vine ladder to get back up from the water. Oof, this one's still. Oh, we'll do this first. Ooh, huge. Give me a quick second. I swear I heard something like break. Huh. Who knows? I know, right? Isn't it so awesome? He's been working hard. I'm liking this trumpet right now. I mean, I love the trumpet usually, but I don't know, whatever it's singing right now. Dang it. This isn't as on the page as I wanted it, but whatever. Why am I doing that? We need to do the one back here. Yeah. No, okay, this is gonna sound like very nerdy, but like I felt like it was kind of like calling out. I don't know. If that's the way I could describe it. That's the vibe I got. These are gonna be what is parallel, like just straight up. Not really any if ands or buts about it. It's looking we could be square, but I'm not gonna be too bold as to make that claim just yet. Oh heck yeah. That's feeling really good. Heck yeah. Okay, let's do it. Mm. Ooh, my heart jumped a little bit right there. Oof. Ooh, choked. That's quite pretty square, I think. Okay, we're gonna slow down. Just choked. Good sign to take a quick water break, not rush myself. I felt it coming too. It's because my arm was resting on the little bar that's down here, which has been a bit of an issue. I'm not a huge fan of, but I'm honestly thinking of getting some Loctite for my chair because it keeps like becoming squeaky again. I don't know if I had another sentence I was going to follow that up with. It felt like it, but I don't think I do. You know what? I need some accountability. I'm gonna make a post in the server. I want to make that gravel cup drawing. Uh, so I'm gonna post in the server. Hey, people, like, kill me if I don't make this in the next couple of days. It returns. You know, I'm not gonna call it a gift, but the one thing I do have that I'm thankful for is all of my little ideas or projects or art. They stick. And usually what happens is if I don't do them, it's usually because I'm like, oh, that was a bad idea. I'm like, why was I gonna do that? Um, and that's usually the product of it just sitting in my head too long, or sometimes it's just because I learned that the things I wanted to accomplish were either unrealistic, they weren't good choices to begin with for expressing something. Um, yeah, there's a bunch of drawings, and I have them written down as well uh, that I want to do. I really want to do it digitally, but I'm going to do it traditionally. Oh wow, that's very very unfortunate. That also means it is very likely, it is guaranteed that my minor axis is going to run through this. Whoops, my bad. I'm gonna let that dry for a second. That was a lot of ink. It pooled a little bit. I fell asleep to this one YouTube video last night. It was like boring history information to fall asleep to, and like the narrator's voice, I was out instantly. It was so good. And like he described everything a lot more eloquently than he needed to. You know, like as a story. Dream video perfect, yeah. Also, yeah, I know the AMAs are happening right now, so it's like I wonder how big the streams are. Kaisen at 161K. Dude. I've never paid attention until like I got Twitch. I became a Twitch streamer. Um, how big like the biggest are, and I thought like 30K was like kind of as big as it gets, maybe 50. I have no reference for these things, right? But 161,000. That's ridiculous to me. Insane. Alrighty, let's get to it. Good lines. Taking these breaks is helping quite a bit. Oh wait, no, this line. Oh, our center is off. Look at that. It intersected right here. It doesn't really matter how much we draw this minor axis. It's gonna get cobbled in. With these, but dude. Solid box. I'm very happy with this box. And both of these, I'm very happy with this page, except for that. That was a lapse in everything. It's been a while since I felt this happy about cylinders. Like I'd say I'm at lesson 5 level of contentness right now with my work. Like Puma slash Okapi levels of contentness. I'd say those are like my favorite to do. And one of the African wild dogs. I've been in a pretty bad art low as of recent, so this is a good win. So far, let's see how we do on these the remaining cylinders. Let's not get too braggadocious. What does braggadocious mean? I want to incorporate that into my vocabulary. Braggadocious. Boastful, proud, intending to brag excessively. Yeah, so I'd say that was somewhat braggadocious. It was more introspective, you know, as me being like, hey, I feel good now. But, I think I'm gonna be real, I think it's because of, Jack Black. Oh, never mind. Oh, do not look up. Whoa, okay. It is not from Jack Black, but that is a very Jack Black word. Or maybe it is. I'm just not finding the source. But braggadocious, like that is just something he would totally say. If he hadn't, I'd be surprised. But if not, it's probably from like AP English. That's definitely an AP English word right there. Like Much Ado About Nothing or something. One of those books. I feel like it's a part of a rhyme too. I don't know. It's lots of memories with this word. Who knows where it's from? Oh wait. Let's do some of the spirit fair. Spirit. I love this soundtrack so much. I play it too much, but you can't stop me. Okay. Oh, and there's also the singing version, and we're gonna play that one as well because that one's cry worthy. These are the same songs, just one with lyrics and. Woo, woo Goosebumps. Turning this up. Actual goosebumps. This is a very meaningful song for me. Okay, so before we play the next song, this is spoilers for the ending of Spiritfarer, somewhat. Not really. There's not really a spoiler to that game. We know what happens. By the first thing that happens in the game, you know the ending. But they're kind of. But the song is very sad. I love it. Just putting that out there. This is the one with lyrics, and you're gonna get why. If you haven't heard this before, you're gonna get why. This means so much to me. Oh, is this the same one? Well, screw it. Let's listen to it. Enjoy. Goated song. Wow, I almost. What the heck? Okay. Yeah, so good. You can definitely tell what the game's about. I choked up right before speaking. God dang it. Oh, what an awesome game. I need to finish it. But yeah, that is Spiritfarer's Reprise. Or sorry, that's the end title, What You Will Leave Behind. Sincerely amazing. Like I love it so much. The entire time I was struggling with this ellipse too. I wanted to talk about it, but I wasn't gonna speak too much on it. I brought up the this because I need to find the 90 degree for the major axis. I does it go beyond this point? I'm starting to think it will. We'll see. We're gonna go up here. What is this song? Also here, wait. Let's bring up the GIF I made because my question is, can the minor axis be passed when all three contact points? So there's only one contact point. Can it move that far? And actually, I'm not sure if this GIF can answer that because it's in 1 point perspective. But since it's in 1 point perspective, then it's guaranteed to happen. So can that happen in 3 point? Let's test this real quick. Oh, I forgot I put it in there it is. Actually, we'll zoom in for this one. So yeah, we have our 4 contact points. And we're currently, when we're in kind of like a 0-point isometric perspective, right? Um it's only the true diameter, or the major axis, uh separates it evenly. So it only this contact point exists beyond it, and this one's separated over here. But once we get over here, it looks like the contact points, all 3 of them, are on the other side of the major axis. So ideally, in this, in our actual thing, that was a bit offset, wasn't it? Sorry about that. Ideally, over here, our minor axis, or our major axis, here's a contact point, here's a contact, all 3 could exist on the side. And I'm starting to think that's the only way this is going to be able to happen. Hmm. That's very loud. Oops. But if we moved it over here, see, I'm not seeing an ellipse that can do all of this. Tracing paper time. We're going to figure this one out. Possibly. If I can get over to my tracing paper. So we're going to do our kind of go-to technique for this is we're going to draw that minor axis. We're going to draw our contact points. Shoot. We'll use E. E. There we go. Oh, goodness, I'm so sorry if that made my mic sound horrible. I just hit it with my head. Probably shouldn't have done it like this. So now it's the game of finding a major axis that works, that's parallel or perpendicular. The fact that this one is further away than this one means that it's gonna means it curves rather quickly unless it's like this, but that means what the frick? What the fricky frick? What's going on here, guys? Because ideally I'd do something like this. But that's not on the that's not good. That's not working. Yeah, that's the only one that I could find that satisfies it. What if this is just a looking at it from the wrong angle kind of issue? We're not doing this song. No, I need to skip it. I need to skip it. I need to skip it. I'll put this like up in the corner so it's like Subway Surfers for people. Hmm. We may just have to accept defeat on this one. I have no freaking idea how to do this. So we'll do what we can, and that is try our best. I hate trying my best. I'd rather everything be easy and only require minimal effort. Okay. Now, have we swapped minor axes in this one? Because we know this is supposed to, you know, um, because yeah, it could be like this. No, I feel like yo, what's up, James? Been a minute. Hope you're doing well. Not too happy with this one. Out with family, huge. Good to hear. Hope you had fun. I always rush this part. Let's calm down. No choice. I purposely put that line in a little bit. The blast huge. That's great to hear. Yeah, I hope it was like enough family. Like not too much. There's sometimes too much family. Like a nominal amount of family. What does nominal mean? Am I using that right? Braggadocious, nominal. Oh wait, far below, very small. Oh, okay, maybe not nominal. My aunt and two cousins went to a baseball game. Oh heck yeah! Baseball vibes in the summer, immaculate. I need to go to a baseball game. Oh, I'm gonna tell my dad that. He's gonna love it. Cool. This one's a bit trippy to look at. I don't know why. Forgot my sunglasses. Ah, no. You hate to see it. I think this page is too curled to stick. Darn. Okay. Well, cool. That marks the end of tonight. Ooh, great outro song. Here, I'll do this. So yeah, with that being said, everybody, sadly, Jim's just got here as we're signing off for the night. And we just hit peak viewers. Always works like that. We're gonna call it here for tonight. Very productive, very good stuff. Don't know what's going on with this one, but very happy with this one. So yeah, we'll be streaming hopefully every day this week. You know, don't really have a set schedule over the summer. Stream as much as I can and as much as I want. But yeah, we'll be working on cylinders for the rest of the week, spinning the wheel on Friday, and sometime soon, the promptathon will. I'm not allowed to leave. Dang it, frick. Cylinder jail. But yeah, so thank you for joining. Jims, Penguin, Monkey, Bear. I think there's everybody. And anybody here in between who, in the future and the past, whoever joined and I didn't mention, have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful whenever. And I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now. I could not have asked for a better song, by the way. To like, and this is just vibes for me. I don't know why. Okay, see you guys.